some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
The give to the tailback. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Still looking on the move. Finds his man enough for the first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league game if I were allowed to put kind of push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Calls his own number. They knock him down right there.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Makes the catch. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Coming after it. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. fair catch, called for and made. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for... He lobs one high down the left side. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team out there getting set. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Able to pick up a couple on 1st down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Across the 15. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Quick with the spin move. Oh, the ball's out. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Off play action on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. They'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. This time on target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On second down, wants to throw it. Trying to get to it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
The throw. Got him downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Quarterback moving. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down in bounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Sam Houston is currently up big right now. I got to think Huntsville, Texas is ready to party long into the night. They're up by 17 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're trying to get to it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll line up for a second down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The option look. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll try to run for it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Makes the grab. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, and you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the run.
Listen, I know he didn't get the first down, but it's a great play call because you keep the defense off balance. You use their aggressiveness against you. You want to get aggressive? You want to start flying in here to try to play certain things? Boom. We'll go the other direction just to keep her off balance a little bit.
He's brought down at the 8-yard line.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21.
They're just about ready to kick it away.
18.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He'll try the left side. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Running it to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. On second down, looking to throw. He tries to take the top off. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll try to take him back. At the 30. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Neal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They move on top here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Got his man on the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. Working that left side now. Got room at the 35. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. This crowd knows when to bring it. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot.
Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's loose. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the ground. He's got it again. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Second down now after the sack. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Can't waste any precious seconds as they try to get deeper into field goal range. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Handoff from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it. The final grains of sand were about to disappear from the hourglass, and just in the nick of time, they tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to go up top on first down. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. The Buckeyes get it past the sticks. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. The touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They take the lead here in overtime. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Quick touch pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Fast motion from the offense. They'll leave it with him. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. They're going to ride this running back. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Looking to pass. It's Neal. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Comes out throwing on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
And the Gamecocks have taken it inside the 20. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Golden. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This thing has been back and forth. Now first and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. He'll set up to throw. Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second and goal coming up. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
It's gone! A hero for the game! A game-winning field goal in overtime! Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
They want to run this quarterback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Well, your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable. This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Fires it.
He caught it.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
First and goal, and a touchdown will win it. Trying to pound their way in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
He got it in! Ball game! What a clutch play as they win it in double overtime!
Well, second and goal that time, and instead of turning around and giving it to Mr. Dependable, you just let your quarterback do it himself. Up front, everybody's got to get low. It's low man wins. They're able to get a surge, and the quarterback plows in for the touchdown.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.